as I make different birds like ducks, geese, I decided let's make a penguin. I'm Pingva Lingva, I'm Pingva Felting, so let's make penguin. And first we start from the head, and to make the head of penguin I make knot. I tie a knot like this, and inside I have a core, solid. It's what I need. And now I always start from felting needle number 36, and I stab everywhere. I roll this ball of wool and stab on every side, and I leave this fluffy edge, this tail. First, to make a penguin, we need a ball. It will be a head, and on this ready ball we are making a face. And remember, I leave this tail, I make 3D animals as toys, presents, and I often make flat animals and pictures and glue them on notebooks, on boxes, and it is as decorations and many purposes to use. So look, our ball is almost ready. And now let's wrap this ball into gray wool, like this. And wrap again, and wrap, and stab. And I stab this gray into the head. Like this. I make the bottom, and of course I need more gray wool. And remember, when we make something volumed and we need to raise volume, it's better to make it in thin layers. It's better to lay 100 thin layers than make one fat one at once, because it really will be faster. So I continue to stab it all around. And stab by stab we'll make a penguin. Now, remember, we always tear wool. We never cut it with scissors. So tear, wrap, like this, and stab again. Okay, and again. So we take thin transparent layer of wool and wrap our future penguin like this, and stab again. We make a flat bottom, and stab here all around the body. All these fluffy, dirty moments will leave. I'm working. No, we can't. So look, it's not equal quality of wool here, so we have to stab. To make it stable. Now look, it can stay. And from the top I can see these disadvantages, and I remove them. And now let's make a wing. I think it's enough for both wings. I make a flat triangle like this. But remember that you have to stab, you have to leave this fluffy edge to stab it easily, because if we will start to stab this side that is well stabbed, well done, it will be more difficult, and it will be the seam that we had to hide. Yeah, so using more wool. So I carve the edge a bit, so not much, but a bit. And now remember, fluffy edge, so I take it and put it here. And another wing. I make a flat triangle, make a kind of carving, pointy edge, and leave fluffy edge. Stab on the other side. And again. And now stab this here. And you know that I love these videos that made in time-lapse, and I love this nice video that very nicely made, and they're very stunning. But with this video sometimes we lose the understanding how long does it take, and you know that to make it something nice and proper, it takes time. Yes, it takes a lot of time. And in live I show you the real-time felting, and you have to understand that I work with wool a long time, so it's a decade. So I have started to work so long ago. I started to work with wool 10 years ago, and I'm quite experienced and quite fast. And even for me, it now takes already 12 minutes to create. And you see that there is a kind of a seam here, and we have to hide it. So we take layer wool like this and stab. And now let's make a cute tummy for this penguin. If you're a beginner and you don't like the line between body and head, you can make a scarf, for example, like this. But anyway, at the end it can be quite nice. Yes, because step by step and stab by stab you will make it. And add more wool with his tummy. Now it's quite nice puffy penguin. I will take scissors and remove this fluffiness. I don't cut wool, I just cut this fluffy pieces of wool here. I never cut the wing with wool. And now let's make a face. For this I take black wool. I don't know why I started with white wool. So everybody's make mistakes. So more black wool. And I wrap it like this carefully and stab everywhere. Look, I'm not in a hurry, I do it slowly, carefully, because you know that if I stab deeply here, you can see the pieces of black wool here. Yes, if you poke the ball, if you poke the head, you will have some black spots on the face, on the penguin's face, and we don't want this. I see disadvantages here and here. All this work I've done with needle number 36, and now I want to take needle number 38. Oh no, I took a reverse needle, What is reverse needle? It's a needle that takes some wool from the solid surface. For example, if you want to make a fluffy toy, a fluffy animal, you make it well stamped, well done, and it becomes durable, it becomes neat, and then when it's ready, you take a reverse needle and give fluffiness. And look, and so your toy um, will be durable, but it will be fluffy because you have a solid, very good, very well done shape, and some layer of fluffy wool with help of the reverse needle. But now we need a needle number 36. With needle 36, I smoothen the surface, make it very neat, very beautiful. Remove all the bumpiness, all disadvantages. So you can see this, yes? You know that when children make a penguin, this bumpiness and fluffiness may be very cute. You know that penguins, they're really awkward and fluffy, and they have real fur. It mustn't be perfect, but why we make it neat, very neat and smooth? Because it makes the toy durable. Okay, and now so let's make eyes. For eyes we take more black. Make 2 dots here and here. You know that they're quite different, so let's add more black to the right eye. And then let's make a nose. We can make an orange nose, we can make a red nose, we can make a black nose. I would prefer to make a black nose. And remember that now I'm using the needle number 38. It is a thin, it helps us to finish, to make it very smooth. And when we work with small details, we use needle number 38. I rarely use needle number 40. Mostly I work with needles number 36 and 38, or if we speak about tulip Japanese needles, so it is the needles number 60 and 70. And then more number, then thinner the needle. Okay, and now, so it's our penguin, and we need some paws, and for this we will take some orange needle. So let's add some bright color. So to remember the song Spice Up Your Life. Bright up your life. And no, it's too much. I divide these into 2. make some kind of a trapeze shape, flat, or rectangle, flat rectangle. Turn and stab again. And remember, this edge we leave fluffy. Yes, we don't, so we work with this edge, we stab it carefully, but not this one. And stab on the other side again. And the same with this one. We turn, leave this fluffy, and this is not fluffy. We stab it properly, remove fluffiness, make it smooth, and make it to keep shape properly. Again, turn. Oh. Now, let's bend a bit on the corners, so the angles, so make gentle angles. And now let's make birds' feet. Yeah, you know, I know that penguins are called happy feet. Maybe because of animation, I don't know why, but look. But when I stab many times in one place, in the same place, I will get this. So I show you closer, yeah? How I make this? I stab many times in one place. Like this. And let's repeat with the second foot. Let's turn and you have to be patient. And then I stab to the bottom. The next one. So, penguin is ready. So now my penguin and my penguin, and now I think that's it enough for today, but we can decorate the penguin. We can add some heart here, we can add the scarf or any decorations and details. It's up to you. We can make a head for the penguin, anything. It's absolutely up to you, but 30 minutes and a little penguin is ready. So see you next time. Tomorrow I think that it will be afternoon, maybe at 3 or 4 p.m. because I'll have lessons in the morning and I'll work. And thanks for watching, thanks for joining me, and bye.